I did this piece for the Jenisch Museum in Vevey in Switzerland. And this museum is an old museum for drawing. They have a big collection. There was already this idea of history and the link to history. The color, this kind of dark red, is of course a color we know from Louvre and from these big museums from 19th century. The idea, of course, is that there were hanging a lot of paintings, but they disappeared. Or in Vevey, there were some of my drawings just standing on the floor. So there is this kind of time gap. So we don't know exactly in which moment we arrive. Is it still on, or was it on, or will it be hang? But of course, these stains say that there were paintings, and because the sun bleached out all the light, they are just the traces of these drawings and paintings. The idea of these paintings, which are not anymore there, came to me when I spoke to the old director from the Kunsthalle in Hamburg, and he said when they renovated the Kunsthalle and they put all these paintings down, then he was walking through these empty halls and there were just the traces of these paintings. And he said this was the most beautiful moment for him to be in this Kunsthalle, because they were not anymore there, but he knew which paintings were there. So it was about this imagination, which kind of paintings have been there. This piece is all made of fabric. I let dye the fabric in this special red, dark red color. And then these traces, we made them with ink and we sprayed them with ink. This piece was also in Palais de Tokyo, a long time exposed for over 2 years. And you have also, of course, these traces from all these museums and locations where this piece was exposed. And this is, of course, important that there is already a history. I mean, it's a historical piece, or let's say a fake historical piece, but there is a real history. Fabric, for me, is a very important and even revolutionary material, because on one hand, it is easy to fold, you can take it with you, so there is this nomadic aspect of it, and a tent you can build up anywhere, so you are independent from any house. I like very much this, and also this idea of a circus, and you are traveling with your tent and with your stuff, and you can put your tent anywhere you want. And then, of course, there's no other material which takes the information of history so well as fabric, because about these fibers, it can take information for years and years, and even human information. And I like this idea of all this information which is in fabric, and even, of course, in old fabric. And this idea here in the Palazzo to put fabric on the walls, there is also, of course, this historical link to all these fabrics, often also silk, which was on walls and was also hiding the wall and also warming up in winter. So there are these two aspects of fabric on the wall. When I install these installations, these spaces in museums, there is the idea to make a new space, to hide the space where we are in, and to propose a new space. And it's like also the idea of a tent, and that the spectators are part of the installations. So the spectators are, in a way, also the performers, because they move in these spaces. I mean, often, of course, these spaces are in white cubes and also it's to hide the history. Here it's a bit different because it's the opposite of the white cube, and it's more getting along, and there's a kind of a marriage between the piece and the history of this space, which I like a lot. So there's also this kind of question, what is really the piece, or what is the history, and was it here forever? And I like this kind of unsharpness of what it is, because also in the end the question is what is art, and what is art today, and can we be part of a piece, or do we have always to stay outside? And of course my opinion is that pieces should invite you to get involved and to get part of it, and there is no separation anymore in that sense between the spectator and the artwork.